fluency and accuracy in speaking and writing throughout this presentation. I will explain common the patterns which provide example and highlight the something tricky can watch for get started the first one. So here is contest of preposition with the verbs. Definition use I and the last one example. So the first you need to understand how definition and use it. Certain verbs require preposition in order to connect to their status and object. This combination known as prepositional verbs allow to the preposition to act a necessary link between verbs and noun or germs. The preposition in use there is combination or sometimes called dependent preposition. Here are some prepositions most commonly used to with verbs: for, to, about, with, in, and from, and from, of. So the next slide I will invite and to the presenter. The next presenter.
Hello everyone, I'm Today I will share about the uses of prepositions after verb in English, an important topic that will have improved your ability to use the language more fluently. And now the next part. Using including type of verb that include prepositions. Common mistake when using prepositions after verb. And final part is some common verb and their prepositions. And now we change to present the next part.
Hello everyone, my name is Anku. In this slide, I will tell to all of you about verbs that are always followed by a specific preposition. Some verbs always require a specific preposition. For example, looking. She is looking at the picture. Listen to. I'm listening to music. Talk about. We need to talk about the brushing. Wait for. I'm waiting for my friend. In the next slide, I will tell all of you about verb preposition with shaping meaning. Say verb preposition that describes specific action or state. The definition of it is certain verb combined with preposition to describe specific action or state. Example: believe it. She believed in magic. Rely on. You can rely on me. Focus. We need to focus on the detail. In the next slide.
And now we have some examples of a core apply for, consists of, depend on, dream of. Example, his dream of become a doctor. And next, we have some tips and tricks to remember prepositions. Tip number 1 is learn on group. Group similar verb and preposition together to make them easier to remember. Trick number 2 is practical. Regularly try to use these combinations in sentence to raise and out. And now we have some tips and tricks to remember prepositions. Trick number 1 is learn in group similar verbs and prepositions together to make them easier to remember. And trick number 2 to remember, we must practice regularly. Try to use these combinations in sentences
the verb is followed by which it usually indicated a connection or relationship between people or things. For instance, agree with, argue with, begin with, start with, polite with, compare with, combat with, talk with, disagree with, interfere with, speak with. The verbs show interaction, comparison, or comparison between subjects. Next, we have verbs that go with a. The verbs often indicate procession, composition, or thought. Some common examples are grew up, sit up, dream up, hear up, took care of, and think up. These verbs express how something is made up or what someone thinks about. Next, let's invite you to continue.
Next presenter, I'm staying here to give you how to understand the verb plus in. So next you need to how to understand the preposition in accompanying several verbs and tend to point to involvement connection between people things. So we see the verb live in, enjoying, investing, live in, participate in, reserve in, spending, lighting, succeeding. So here are example sentences. Next slide. So next is verb plus act. Act is commonly used with verbs to indicate play, skill, and reaction. So here, write act, move act, sell act, laugh act, look at, nod at, shoot at, sound at, smile at, and the last is stare at. Here is our example. So next, the preposition is on. The preposition on is deal with a number of different verbs. So here, this verb is go with on, agree on, get on, comment on, concentrate on, focus on, decide on, depend on, rely on, elaborate on, experiment on, and insist on, operate on. The last one is plan on. Here are examples. So the next preposition from. The preposition from is commonly used with verbs to identify point and origin or connection or disconnection between people or things. So here, this verb is going from, benefit from, come from, differ, escape, recover, refrain, dislike, retire. The last one is suffer. And so here are examples. So far we have been using this verb and here we use an other verb preposition with verb. Other preposition can be used to relate preposition or verbs. Some other these preposition are against it, into, and like. So verb plus other preposition beside, against, rush, into, feel, like. And here are examples. And the next, certain verbs can take the multiple preposition without changing the overall meaning. And after the second, here are examples and the verbs multiple preposition. On other hand, some verbs meaning to change when a different preposition is introduced. And for example, the verb drink can mean to explain when it's